Welcome back to the shipyard. I get a little wary anytime we go back to wave one, the early waves. It's not like the ships were designed poorly, it's just that they were designed in a different era. Uh, really, if you play the starter set wave 0, wave one, 2, 3, all against each other, it's a very interesting game. Fairly balanced game. Um, right? You get things like the Reliant, the Tiny Prize, Valdor, Cracks in the Gorportus, the Negvar, the original Vorcha, Excelsior, Karaga, Coronac, Equinox, 4th Division battleship. It's wave 4, the Borg. Even the Borg and the Bioship nowadays with Voyager, it all felt okay. But somewhere along the line, it all changed. I'm not sure quite where that tipping point was, but it changed. Anyways, that's beside the point. Kronos 1, the Katinga class. Star Trek 6. It's an interesting ship, at least in the movies. We never really saw it fight much, though. So a Katinga in Attack Wing is a 4-1-4-3. Any ship attacking you at range 3 rolls one less attack die. Now, you still get your range 3 bonus defense die, so there's something here. It's not a great named ability, but it's not a bad named ability. You're getting something that's better than a poke in the eye with a stick, but I still have to question the full utility. Nowadays, something useful might be any ship attacking you at range, or like when a ship attacks you at range 3, cancel one hit. That might be useful, but yeah. It's double crew, double weapon, so we'll see what we can do with it. You do get 90-90, so firing torpedoes from this is a viable option. Standard Klingon maneuver dial. Generic is generic, but you do lose a crew, not a weapon, so one crew, two weapons is tough. We get Captain Chang. This is weird action. Action, spend your target lock to perform this action. Disable the captain card on the ship that was target locked. So, on the one hand, yeah, it's interesting to be able to disable a captain. On the downside, you're spending two actions to do it. Right? One, target lock. Two, now action, get rid of your target lock. And then you're also not spending your target lock on offensive quality, and then they're just disabling. So, while I find Chang okay, I don't actually ever want to use him because somebody just re-enables their captain for one action where I had to spend two. And Chang isn't high enough captain skill to out captain most captains, and they'll just re-enable right after they went, or right after I disabled them, so I haven't done anything. You get the problem here. Gorkon is another problem. Action, disable Gorkon. Your ship and every ship that attacks you this round roll 2 less attack dice. This would be an interesting action if it was just every ship that attacks you rolls 2 less attack dice. But your ship having to also roll 2 less attack dice hurts. If it wasn't to disable, if it was just an action, then I could understand the cost. But now there's 2 costs associated with it, and that hurts too much. All right, first talent, once more into the breach. It's an action, discard, to allow your primary weapon to make a total of 2 attacks this round at -1 attack die each. So use this on like a Vorcha or a Negvar, and now you get 2 4 dice attacks, and I'm okay with that. The downside is you don't really need defense dice, so don't ever use this while you're cloaked. And And I think there's something here. I think you can actually find a use with this card, um, even as a one-time effect. I do think that something like this could work with time tokens, and it still wouldn't be broken. But yeah, I think that I think this is playable. It's not great, but it's playable. Photon torpedoes were just bad back in the day. Concussive charges aren't much better. Because they're a, you have to have a target lock, then you spend the target lock, you disable the card, so you get no inherent quality. You can buff it with quality, right? Um, Say Wharf or something like that. But yeah, it's for every uncancelled hit or crit, the target ship loses a token of your choice that has been placed beside it in the play area. Now that is nice. You can just remove a cloak token if you can get through, which is huge, right? If you can take out a Romulan ship that way, fantastic. The problem is you need to attack early. And I don't know that concussive charges is the way to do it. And furthermore, you have to be able to get in with a target lock in order to actually use this ability to full effect. So concussive charges has a use, but it's tough. Kurla is a 2-point crew. When defending against a ship at range 1, you may convert one of your battle stations into an evade. If this didn't have the range 1 restriction, it would be a great card. Just convert a battle station into an evade. Fine. But the problem is that range 1 restriction really limits Kurla. So I don't love Kurla for that. Stex is the last card in this pack. And it says, if a crew upgrade on an enemy ship would cause your ship to discard or disable any of your upgrades, roll 2 defense dice. If you roll at least 1 evade, ignore the effects of the enemy upgrade. So that much is nice, but sorry. It's nice because it's explicitly passive. You don't have to disable Stex, discard, do anything to Stex. Stex just works. But you're looking at 75% chance to prevent the attack. And I'm okay with that. Those are decent odds. It's just still it's tough. Yeah. Again, I don't know that protection's worth it because it is crew only. And the crew that people run steal, and stealing is not discarding or disabling. And then it doesn't protect against ships that do stuff, captains that do stuff, admirals that do stuff, tech that do stuff, weapons that do stuff. So Stex is so limited that I don't find a utility for him. If you know somebody's running a lot of crew that do disables and discards, then Stex has value. But is Stex really the most worthwhile thing? I don't know. I don't think so. So, yeah, overall, the only card in this pack of any great value is Chang. Everything else is just kind of a miss. Once more into the breach is interesting. But yeah, I think that just kind of speaks to this pack. It didn't age well. It wasn't amazing when it came out, and that's okay, right? The Katinga is an okay model. There's nothing inherently great or terrible about it. It just kind of is what it is. So yeah, that is Kronos 1 in a nutshell. I don't think it's all that worthwhile. And yeah, sorry to have a downer, but these happen from time to time. All right. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, we'll see you around the shipyard. Take care, guys.